talk a little Georgia recruiting. The number 5 class in the country is looking for more. They added more this weekend. UGA adds legacy defensive line commit Carter Lucky. But Steve, it sounds like there could be even more to come.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few prospects that Georgia's in pole position for at this point in their recruitment. 5-star tight end Kaden Prothrow back on the Bulldogs campus, spending time with Todd Hartley, Kirby Smart, and the staff, getting around the players on the team, going into meetings. Georgia's track record at the tight end position. He even got to go fishing with the staff. He really fits in at Georgia. Told me they're setting the bar in his recruitment. He's got some upcoming trips, Alabama, Auburn, Texas, Florida, but those programs are going to have to make a move on Georgia. Desmond Green, massive offensive tackle from South Carolina, been to Georgia a bunch. I put in an on-3 RPM for the Bulldogs to ultimately land Desmond Green. You have Kamari Brooks, in-state edge rusher out of North Oconee High School. He's been to every big visit weekend at Georgia throughout his process. He's been on campus as much as any recruit in the 2026 class during his recruitment. I think Georgia's still setting the pace, but Alabama getting him on campus this weekend. You cannot sleep on the Crimson Tide for him. James Johnson, on-3's number 1 ranked defensive lineman, loves Kirby Smart, Trey Scott, the track record of developing great players. I think they also continue to set the bar in his recruitment. They'll have to hold off Florida, Miami, and Syracuse moving forward, but really like where Georgia stands for James Johnson right now. Some interesting visitors on campus. How about Notre Dame linebacker commit Thomas Davis? He's a Georgia legacy. His dad was an absolute star in Athens between the hedges before a Hall of Fame career in the NFL. Notre Dame is where he's committed right now, but Georgia offered recently, got him on campus. There's certainly some intrigue with the Bulldogs in that program moving forward. And then Craig Dandridge, he's a 4-star receiver from in-state, put out his top 6 last weekend. George is a place he's been regularly, had another great visit with the Bulldogs. Would not be surprised if he ultimately ended up in UGA's class.
We got to talk about 2 more 5-stars. Both these guys are from the state of Alabama, but they were in Athens over the weekend. We're talking wide receiver Cedarian Morgan and running back Xavier Crowwell. Heading into the weekend, I have them as Bama leads. Heading out of the weekend, how do you see these recruitments?
Well, my on-3 RPM still on Alabama for both of them, but obviously a place like Georgia can always get a young man thinking about a future down a different road, a different path. Cedarian Morgan had a great time at Georgia based on all accounts. Jared Curtis, Georgia's 5-star quarterback commit. This is one of the guys he's working on the hardest to get to join him, and he thinks it could be a potentially great duo playing his college football with Jared Curtis. Xavier Crowwell just talked about the program, said it was a crazy official visit. The energy was off the charts. You can feel the intensity and excitement around the program from the coaches, players, fans. Everyone's locked in on greatness. He talked about Georgia's standard. It's not just about winning. It's about developing to be the best version of yourself on and off the field. He had a great visit. My pick's still with Alabama, but Georgia took their swing this weekend, and we'll see what ultimately happens.